What's up, friends? It's Mike at Guitar Tricks. Gonna go back to the very beginning here for this video and talk about strumming. This is for absolute beginners looking for some tips and tricks. I'm on an acoustic guitar, but if you have an electric, that's okay too. Before we get started, make sure to subscribe to the channel and ring that notification bell. And while you're at it, hit that like button. It would really help out. Now, back to the lesson. I'm gonna be using a pick for a lot of the instruction in this video, but I'll also show very quickly how to adapt stuff for your fingers if you'd rather not use a pick. All right, so let's grab an E minor open chord. This is a pretty simple chord shape to get. Second fret of the 5th and 4th string. So as we name the strings or number the strings, high E is the 1st string and coming all the way down to the low E is the 6th string. So we're on the 5th and 4th string, 2nd fret. All the other strings are open. All right, so how do we position our arm and our pick in between our fingers here? Most commonly, it's the thumb and the index finger, but a lot of different guitar players use different things, so go with what's comfortable. Okay, you want to position your arm so that your pick is hitting the strings somewhere in the middle right here between the bridge and the start of the fretboard. So this is sort of in this area right here. Now I should mention that that's not to say that sometimes you want to strum in different spots, because that'll give different tones. It's very tinny and sort of trebly closer you get to the bridge, but a little bit warmer and rounder the closer you get to the frets. So for now, just start right in the middle. Position the arm so that you're resting on the top of the body up here, so that the hand is in this position across the strings. Now, what we're going to look at first is the downstroke. And what makes the pick glide against the string nicely is if you have a little bit of an angle pointed towards your chin on the tip of the pick. If you have it 290 degrees, it feels maybe a little bit clunky, like it might get caught. But it'll glide nicely if you just turn your forearm a little bit of a wrist move right here, and glide it across the strings. And you want to practice that a bunch of times to get used to this motion and burn it into your muscle memory. Now, big point here is to keep your arm as relaxed as possible. If you tense up, that'll affect your timing and it'll make it sound a little stiffer and clunkier. Okay, so you want to just relax this. And you see how there's a little bit of a wrist motion too. So work on that with a metronome. 1, 2, 3, 4. That way you could be working on your timing as well as getting this technique under your fingers. Now, as for the upstroke, we want to practice that as well. And the first thing you have to do is turn that wrist a little bit so that the point of the pick is now going to glide across the strings in the opposite way. So now you're pointing it more towards the floor on the upstroke. So what you're going to have is this motion going from the downstroke to the upstroke where you turn your wrist. So remember, try to keep this as relaxed as possible. And again, work with a metronome to now work on the strum down, up. All right, and as a final thing, once you start to get this under your muscles a little bit, is to work on a little bit of texture with your strums. So you might want to accent right on the beat with the downstrokes and have your upstroke be a little lighter, something like this. And of course, once you get that under your fingers a little bit, start adding some chord changes to start playing some music with this new strumming technique. I hope these tips helped you, and we'll see you on the next one. What other tips would you like to see here on this channel? Please leave a comment and let me know. And be sure to check out guitartricks.com for more in-depth, step-by-step lessons.